Race 10 of the 2022 Asia Talent Cup gets underway. There was a long hold there. Riders now in the drag race down towards turn number 1. Veda Pertama, your pole sitter on the number 7. Sweeps across the path of Carter Thompson, defend the race lead in towards turn number 1. Fetasan trying to make progress as they bunch and bore their way through the opening 2 turns. Hakim Danish has survived that successfully. So the top 3 still as they were off the line, with Veda Pertama, the home representative, leading the way on lap 1.
Yeah, Zawa on the number 21 machine are second in the championship standings. He lost a couple of spots in this opening lap as well for the second row of the grid. I think he's up there into 9th position now, trying to make some more moves. And you can see Carter Thompson on the number 6 machine in 2nd spot, really putting some pressure on Pertama for the race lead.
Fetasan making another lunge there to the inside of Hakim Danish, but not quite able to find his way through. It's Nicholas who is directly behind, who's the rider who's made progress at the expense of Ezawa. Rekat Fadila directly behind him, and Hafi in 11th position as we watch the duel now for the top spot as Pertama comes under increasing pressure from Carter Thompson.
Yeah, Thompson's in a hurry to get himself into the race lead here, and you can see in 3rd position now Hakim Danish knows that this is a real opportunity for him as well. He can sense that he can get to himself right to the front as well. So keep an eye on the number 13. He's been very fast in the second half of this lap, but Carter Thompson looks like he's getting bottled up a little bit.
He was joint 3rd in the championship coming into the Indonesian round last season and crashed out of race 1 and was withdrawn for the remainder of the weekend through injury. He was a double winner though in the Indonesian Grand Prix round 2 of in 3rd, Fetasan in 4th, and they are now beginning to break away from Nicholas, the Australian, in 5th position, who dropped half a second down. So your lead quartet trying to escape away.
Yeah, and those leading 4 are opening up that bit of a gap now. Half a second back to Nicholas and losing.
723 metres here at the Mandalika International Street Circuit. Danish gets up alongside Carter Thompson, and for the first time we have a change among our provisional podium trio.
Yeah, nice move down the inside. Carter Thompson not able to.
And Fetasan in 5th position. You'd expect some of that to be eaten up in the braking zone towards turn 10. 3 heavies into turns 1, 10 and then 15, 16.
A half second faster than the race leader, so he's trying to close up on them. He's just trying to make a move into turn 1 now.
Good job then from Amon. 18 points from the last 4 races, and somewhat off the pace at the tight. And it is Veda Pertama who leads the way, fractionally faster than Carter Thompson last time around, and covering your lead sextet, as you can see.
Yeah, and obviously for all these ATC riders, one of the things that they're going to know coming into this
progress, 1 minute 44.141, their new fastest lap of the race. The pace, as I've said, gradually improving with each passing lap.
Yeah, and from Gunn, we've been around him last time around. He was 0.3 of a second faster than Azawa in front of him, and certainly for Gunn on that number.
25 points, of course, is the magic margin as far as near position, with Hakim Danish on the podium. That would leave him out of contention for the Asia Talent Cup, and we would be down to the straightforward head-to-head between Danish and Ezawa that we were largely predicting for race 2 tomorrow afternoon. It is but plenty of change further back down the order with Ezawa and Mie.
Ezawa, he needs to, well, he's done a good job in this lap to get himself back on terms.
Well back from what's enabling them to break away. And so the field beginning to splinter now on lap 7.
Yeah, and in this league,
of course, inevitably, the slipstream advantage, particularly down your start-finish straight, 723 metres, remember, allows everyone to come back onto his tail. But so far,
keeping a very cool head here. He might be the youngest rider in the field, but he's already a race winner in ATC.
18 years of age. He'll be celebrating his 14th birthday later on this month. And it is the number 7 who holds things up at the top of the field. He's gone a little bit wide there. That's going to put him offline. This might be the best opportunity yet for Carter Thompson to make the move into the ever-tightening turns 15 and 16. Thompson on the number 6 bike there in 2nd place. Has to hold station for the moment at least. Danish and Ezawa still right behind, as is Gunmie, the other of the championship contenders. Our 3 title contenders.
A little bit of a mistake in the middle part of this lap, and that's why he's lost a bit of ground to Ezawa. But Ezawa with a new fastest lap of the race as well on the number 21 machine. So that's also what's caused that to stretch out. But Gunmie has given up 0.7 of a second now.
So it's Ezawa making up the ground. He has been released from Mie and Fetasan and those turgid
standings as well, because for Gunmie, he needs to win this race to really have a chance of
eminent in terms of his hopes for the championship, as Ezawa makes a lunge down the inside in towards turn 10 and will go from 4th to 2nd if he can get it stopped. The other riders are going to have the momentum coming off the turn. Carter Thompson comes back at him and pulls alongside to recover 2nd place. Still good enough for Ezawa to move from 4th to 3rd and in front of Hakim Danish. And if things were to stay as they are.
Make sure he's able to settle into this group. He knows that there's only going to be this 4
race victories. The only way that Shinya Ezawa could manage to finish this season on 4 is if he wins both of the 2 remaining races. Thompson running wide, 1 minute 43.7. The other riders in that leading group in the low 1 minute 40.
Just scrap with each other. All that's going to mean is that Pertama's going to be able to run away into the distance.
Of course, we're looking at the home rider as well, Veda Pertama, who missed the 2 races earlier on in the season, suffered a crash in qualifying, didn't make the same mistake earlier on today. He was able to qualify in. That's Shinya Ezawa in 4th position, and a couple of quick position changes in that live championship.
Dinesh, he's under attack once again from Carter Thompson.
3 abreast once again as they go through turn 10.
But at the front of the field, Pertama opening up that healthy gap. It is still Carter Thompson up there in 2nd spot.
6th position in Thailand, trying to better that further still. Currently sits in, well, 5th position as he defends it from Gunmia going in towards turn 1 on lap 13. He's run wide. Mir comes through and Rizwanto passed as well. And actually, Vetsam might have cost himself here. It's going to be a big winning margin. Dramas, by the looks of it, further down the order, and that will be right towards the back of the field. So that's on the final lap. They make their way through the final sector. It's Dinesh defending the position. Ezawa has the inside line. That's the place to be through these long right-handers, turns 15 and 16. Thompson trying to go the long way round. They're 3 abreast. Dinesh cuts back to the inside, catches Ezawa by surprise. Ezawa has to stand it up and back out of it. Big moments as he tries to get back on the racing line. The 2 championship rivals touch. Veda Pertama comes over the line to win his home round in Indonesia. Race 1 goes to Veda Pertama. 2nd over the line to Carter Thompson, and Shinya Ezawa coming into race 2 tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, you wouldn't be too surprised if there is a penalty for Thompson for running out on the lead for Hakim Dinesh by another point as well. So certainly for a race winner, though, be like if and when he gets to race in Europe and the ETC as well.
Really unfortunate for Veda Pertama that we didn't get to see him complete the weekend of the Indonesian Grand Prix. It's a race that could easily have turned out very differently, just the way the field fractured in those early laps.
Yeah, and that can happen around a track like this where the slipstream isn't as important as in some of the other tracks that we visit with the ATC calendar, and it's all about maintaining that momentum. That's what we saw Pertama able to do. He was always able to time, but it's also about making sure that you're able to win those battles. Carter Thompson was able to come out on top in that scrap.
And Carter Thompson first up, then Carter Thompson into 2nd. And Veda Pertama certainly looks very happy with life, and all of the celebrations with the Indonesian flags and so on will have certainly contributed to that. It's your race winner, the trophy about to be presented to him. 2nd race victory in 2022, and as I said, only a year since. Veda Pertama then, who wins in race 1 of the 2022 Indonesian round, the final round of the campaign. 2nd place going the way of Carter Thompson and Hakim Dinesh in 3rd. It's Shinya to just 2 contenders, Dinesh and Ezawa, who were closely matched throughout race 1, which sets us up well for race 2 tomorrow. There will be Wakamatsu finishing in 8th and 9th positions in race 1, and therefore dropping behind him the Australian with another podium finish, and his strong recent run of form, 3rd podium in 4